Every writer knows that proper writing flow makes a story feel connected and allows the reader to follow the thread of the argument. Yet, creating a logical sequence is a trouble spot for many writers. Watch on to learn how to work on your flow so you could create a great experience for your readers. My name is Katerina. Every week I share a video on copywriting or content marketing to help you get better at your job. Subscribe to this channel so you never miss a new video. I wrote a book for writers called From Reads to Leads. It teaches you how to write great content. For content to be great, it needs to be engaging. And to be engaging, it needs to be easy to read with ideas logically connected to one another. In this video, we'll talk about how to improve your flow, but make sure you get the book for more insights. I've added a link to it in the description of this video. What is flow and cohesion in writing? Flow and cohesion are about how you communicate ideas and the relationships between them. Building a clear, logical flow is about creating a sense of sequence in which one sentence relates to the next and one paragraph to another. Sometimes you might feel that the relationships between your sentences are clear, but are you sure your reader can follow your logic? Look at this example. Any product is created for the end user. Whether users like or dislike something defines the success of an application. Before the release of a product or service, it must be tested to make sure there are no bugs. Did you get it? Let's see what's wrong with it. How does the first sentence, any product is created for the end user, relate to the second? Whether users like or dislike something defines the success of an application. The author was probably trying to say that if a product is created for the end users are supposed to like it. If they do, the product becomes successful. This logic, however, isn't clear. In the same paragraph, what is the connection between what users like or dislike in an application and the necessity of testing that application? Whether users like or dislike something defines the success of an application. Before the release of a product or service, it must be tested to make sure there are no bugs. It seems like the argument is missing. Let's rewrite this paragraph to make it flow better. Any application is created for the end user, which means the user experience is key to an app's success. Before releasing an app, you want to make sure everything works properly and there are no bugs. If you don't, the user experience will suffer. The user experience is a core idea that connects the point about an application being created for the end user and the point about an app's success and testing an app, and helps the reader arrive at a logical conclusion. Testing is important. Here are a few tips on how to improve your flow. 1. Address one point at a time. Many writers go off on a tangent. In other words, they get lost. In trying to cover everything and make their piece ultimately useful and informative, they end up moving away to distant places that have nothing to do with the topic they are writing about or the argument they are trying to make. When a writer goes astray, so does the reader. Every piece of content should have a single clear idea. Everything else that's running away from the main point is working against the text. It makes your writing cluttered and causes your readers to get lost, trying to figure out what's going on. 2. Build logical arguments. In content marketing, almost everything you write should persuade readers to think a certain way. To persuade, you need to include logical arguments. Very few writers can build persuasive arguments, mostly because they don't really understand what an argument is. An argument consists of 3 elements: a set of claims, a conclusion, and reasons to believe that your claims are true. The conclusion is the main claim in your argument. Words that often precede the conclusion include. Therefore, thus, as a result, that's why, consequently, so, this means, this shows, it follows that, this suggests, hence, accordingly. Other claims or premises supported by evidence are often indicated by these words. Because, for, as, since, inasmuch as shown by, given that, as indicated by, the reason is that. To sum up, your argument should include a conclusion, premises, and reasons to believe, and you need to present all that in a clear, connected, logical order. 3. Use transitional phrases to blend paragraphs and sentences together. Because, for example, let me explain why. And now comes the best part. Not only that, to clarify. Transition words help you create a sense of continuity in your writing. They help you build a bridge between two sentences or paragraphs and encourage readers to read on. I've created a list of transition words to help you out when you're stuck. You can check them out on my website. See the link in the description to this video. 4. Draw a clear connection between every paragraph in your content and the conclusion. To improve the flow of ideas, start your draft by outlining how your paragraphs relate to one another. As you are working on your flow in your outline, ask yourself the following questions. 1. What is the main point or idea that I want to get across in a specific paragraph? In this paragraph, I will discuss. 2. How does this paragraph relate to the one that comes immediately after? In the previous paragraph, I discussed purpose of paragraph 1. This helps you better understand purpose of paragraph 2 because. 3. What does this paragraph or idea have to do with the main purpose or argument of the article? This paragraph supports my argument because. 4. Am I trying to help readers make a connection to something I said earlier in my article? While I discussed previous idea or concept above, I will now talk about new idea or concept because. This is a conscious approach to writing, and once you start thinking this way, your writing will become easy to read and easy to comprehend. Want to do some exercises to improve your writing flow? Go to my website, click on exercises in the menu and scroll down to exercise 16, improve the flow of ideas. Click on this exercise. You need to rewrite the following paragraph to improve the flow. Booking a table at a restaurant can be a painful experience. Restaurant managers accept calls about reservations and cancel orders. Usually, this approach to table reservations doesn't allow a manager to see how busy the night will be. There will either be numerous open tables or scheduling overlaps. With a restaurant reservation app, such misfortunes can be successfully avoided. Write your answer in the comments section. I'll see you next time with a new video. Thank you for watching. Я Катерина. Пока-пока.